Hi, I'm Elena from Reclaim Your Body Guide, a certified craniosacral practitioner and a restorative exercise specialist. And today I'm going to show you how to bring the pelvis to neutral while sitting. So I'm sitting here on my chair, my pelvis is neutral and I feel comfortable and relaxed. But it hasn't always been the case, because if you have spent a lot of your sitting life here, it's not very likely that all of a sudden you're going to feel completely comfortable and at ease with a neutral pelvis here. So the muscles of your body adapt their shape, length and strength to the position that you spend most of your time in or you assume most frequently. And so if you're sitting a lot, or if you're not sitting a lot, but every time you sit, you do it in the same way, your brain and your body make this same position easier and easier and more comfortable for you. So what needs to happen in order to bring the pelvis from that easy and comfortable position here to here is, so here is your pelvis, and it's sort of tipped backward here, approximately like this. And what you want to do is take your pelvis and bring it to a neutral position where your two pelvic bones and your pubic bone are vertical. It looks something like this. I'm holding my hips because I'm hoping that it's a better visual for you. And also, when you touch the body part you're trying to connect to, it makes it a bit easier for the motor control and for the brain to bring your awareness to that particular part of the body. Okay, so here is how it looks like. And here is my verbal instruction. The body part that you need to move in order to bring the pelvis to neutral is the pelvis. Now, I know this may sound obvious, but look at this scenario. Say I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden I realize that my alignment is not what I intended it to be, and I decide to sit up straight. And I see this a lot with people that I work with. So I decide to sit up straight and I do this, or I can do this. So these are two motions. One is I moved my rib cage up and forward. I kind of did this. And the other is a hinge in the spine, in the lower back, which created a new set of tensions. Actually, both of these motions created a new set of tensions, and none of them addressed the foundation of my body. That was my pelvis at the time. And even though I look somewhat straighter here, again, my alignment is not optimal for my core function and for my pelvic floor health. So the motion that brings the pelvis to neutral is actually an articulation of the pelvis around the hip joint. So the motion is the motion of the pelvis in relationship to your upper leg, looking something like this. And I'm not moving my spine and my rib cage here. Yes, they come along for the ride because they are attached to my pelvis, but it's an articulation of the pelvis around the hip joint. This is a very basic and crucial motor skill that is important for things like hip bone density, pelvic floor support, core function, upper body alignment, as well as lower body alignment, and you use it in movements like bending, squatting, walking, running. So it's a very, very important human motor skill. Now, I would encourage you to explore the range of motion that you have available to you at the moment. And it is going to be beneficial for you to sort of practice this motion, even if you can't go all the way up to a neutral pelvis, because it's going to start bringing your awareness to that movement, and you can make a ton of progress even if you are not all the way up here. And in upcoming videos, I'm going to explain how to benefit from the neutral pelvis even if you are not able to actively achieve the full range of motion, and also how to modify going up and down the chair in order to engage more of the muscles that are responsible for actually holding your pelvis comfortably in this position. So again, practice this motion, ask questions if you have questions, and I'll see you next time.